Albert Einstein spent his career mapping the inner workings of the universe, yet he spent his final years warning that these same discoveries had made the world too dangerous to inhabit. His most famous equation, E equals mc squared, proved that mass and energy are interchangeable forms of the same thing, but it was purely theoretical physics. It contained zero mechanical instructions for actually constructing an atomic bomb. That leap from theory to reality happened in the late 1930s, when the scientific community realized German researchers had successfully split the uranium atom. The prospect of Adolf Hitler securing a monopoly on nuclear fission presented an immediate moral crisis. To prevent it, scientists dedicated to pacifism abandoned their isolation and entered the geopolitical battlefield. A group of refugee physicists, led by Leo Szilard, knew they lacked the political capital to get the ear of the American president. They sought out the most famous scientist on Earth to act as their messenger. In August 1939, they wrote President Roosevelt with an alarming claim: new uranium breakthroughs could lead to extremely powerful bombs. They proposed the United States immediately launch its own nuclear research program to counter German progress. Roosevelt absorbed the warning. Shortly after, he authorized the formation of the Manhattan Project. Einstein provided the political weight needed to launch the American nuclear program, though his influence over the weapon ended the moment he signed his name. Despite being the catalyst for the Manhattan Project, Einstein was legally barred from entering the top-secret facilities where the bomb was actually being built. FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover and U.S. Army intelligence categorized Einstein as a severe security liability, prioritizing his political history over his scientific value. Their files highlighted his history as a vocal pacifist, his open socialist sympathies, and his active resistance to American capitalism. He was also outspoken against racism, aligning himself with marginalized civil rights figures, alliances that horrified Hoover's FBI in a heavily segregated America. The bureaucracy moved decisively. In July 1940, the U.S. military officially denied Albert Einstein a security clearance. The military's paranoia was so deep that the brilliant physicists actively building the weapon, including project director J. Robert Oppenheimer, were strictly forbidden from consulting Einstein on any theoretical hurdles. The American military-industrial complex weaponized his genius, while treating the man's conscience as an enemy of the state. He was forced to watch from the dark as they built an apocalypse. In August 1945, the abstract world of theoretical physics suddenly became a horrifying reality over the skies of Japan. The world saw the physical proof of the weapon's indiscriminate power in Hiroshima. Only a few days later, a secondary, catastrophic devastation followed in Nagasaki. When Einstein heard the news of the bombings, his immediate reaction was just 3 words: "Woe is me." After the war ended, he discovered a crushing truth. Nazi Germany's nuclear program had been a failure. They were never close to building a bomb. He had compromised his strict pacifism out of terror. He later confessed that had he known the Germans would fail, he would have done nothing. Einstein dedicated his remaining years and his immense public influence to fighting the nuclear proliferation he had helped set in motion. He founded the Emergency Committee of Atomic Scientists to educate the public on the existential dangers of the weapons humanity had just created. In his final days, he penned a desperate plea alongside philosopher Bertrand Russell, a document known as the Russell-Einstein Manifesto. The manifesto presented a stark ultimatum: humanity must learn to completely renounce war or face the certainty of universal death. His life leaves us with a heavy warning. Scientific discovery is hollow if it is overshadowed by our willingness to destroy ourselves. If you had the unprecedented power to change the world,